Really sorry. Sad what happened to Jay, and I'm sorry for my involvement in the whole ordeal, and it was all terrible. And Jay was a great mentor to me. He was to my brothers, and seeing him go was sad. But luckily we have a great coaching staff. Coach Eggum, Coach Becker, Sanders, Schlater, they all stepped up. And as a team, we just kind of stayed focused and focusing on what our goals were. And that's how we kind of weathered the storm.
Looking at McKenna, he's one of the top guys, third last year. The guy's, he's a bona fide, he's a world team member. Going in a match like that, you're kind of a gunslinger. You take chances. In a match like that, going into overtime, I don't think it should have went to overtime. Did you think it should have went to overtime?
Well, it's happening so fast when you're wrestling, but I heard the coaches screaming. I got called for stalling. I got 2 stalling points against me. And it's like, you know what I mean? So I felt like I had kind of given it away to go to overtime. And so what was going through my mind was I got to take this shot and get the takedown. I can't let him be the one to take the shot in overtime. So that's kind of what was going through my mind.
In overtime, you're looking for both legs. You've got the one. I thought it was close to a takedown, when you had him, on his back.
Yeah.
And he's on his back. He's in danger, but you got to get the other leg. He almost rolls you through. What's going through your mind in that scramble in overtime?
What's going through my mind is semifinals at Big Tens. I'm in on high crotch, 20 seconds left in the match. This would have been to keep it from going to overtime, and I don't finish the shot, and that's kind of what bogged me down at Big Tens. It's not finishing my shot, so that's why I worked on for 2 weeks straight. And I thought, this is, what I worked for. This is the moment that I spent all that time in those 2 weeks focusing on, so I had to finish. That's all I was thinking.
How do you reset after the break in action there, where you think you're going to win the match, then it looks like it's going to overtime? You got to come back and do it in sudden victory.
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times my coaches tell me, they scream my name in the corner, and then they're saying, "Hey, Tommy, focus." And I swear a lot of times I'm looking around during the matches and losing my focus, so when they scream and say, "Tommy, focus," that's kind of how I think, okay, no matter what, I got to win this match. I didn't get this close to lose, so focus on the next position no matter what. During
that final review, it seems like forever.
Yeah,
Does it go quick on the mat, or is it forever?
Oh, no, it's even probably longer on the mat because, when you're wrestling, the action's so fast, and when you're kind of standing around, it's like everything else that you were kind of not focusing on before, like the noise of the crowd and all the screaming, you start hearing that during the break when you're not wrestling. It's kind of, that's why coaches have to scream at me and say focus. And luckily, I was able to kind of channel that.
Did they yell focus at you?
They did, yeah.
In the live situation there?
In the break between overtime.
Focus!
Yeah, exactly.
Who's tomorrow? Who you got tomorrow?
That's a good question. It was either Winard, B. Camillo, and Cruz.
Do you change anything?
No, I just focus on doing what I do best, and whoever I got, I'm sure I'll watch a few other matches and see if there's anything specific I need to think about, but other than that, I want to do my stuff, and hopefully that's enough.
What does a win like this do moving forward for you in this tournament?
It's just kind of moving on to the next match. Luckily, I'm still on the winner's side, which is where you always want to be, so that's why that match to go into the quarters is huge, and the next one's going to be even bigger.
The season up to this point probably hasn't gone quite as ideal as you would like it.
No, absolutely.
How did you approach it coming into March? Being able to wipe the slate clean and...
Oh man, I mean, the good news is I got 2 older brothers and dad who are all Americans, so they've been there, they helped me through it a lot.
Good luck tomorrow morning.